Hey there, let's get started talking about the advisor meeting assignment. This is likely the most important assignment that you will complete during your time in ACA. This assignment is shared with you for the first time in session 6. There are 3 parts, so I'm going to review each part in order and explain what each part is doing as we go. The first part, part 1, is the student preparation worksheet. So as a reminder, you're going to see this link for this assignment in session 6. You're going to see it again in session 7. And then finally in session 8, you're going to see a submission link. So we will have this available and in front of us for the next 3 weeks. Starting with part 1. Now this is a worksheet, which means you are going to be asked to type into it. So that is going to require you to make a copy. And now we'll review what you're supposed to do in the student preparation worksheet. With this particular worksheet, you're going to see that the directions tell you there are 7 areas where you should either paste a screenshot, highlight, or circle an answer. Each one of these 7 areas are in bold and red. I've done this so you can easily identify each one of those 7 parts. This entire worksheet is going to earn 30 of the 100 points for the advisor meeting assignment. The worksheet starts on page 2. It asks you to follow the directions here and double check what program of study you are enrolled in within WebAdvisor. Next, number 2, reminds you that Mrs. Weisenborn is the Early College Success Coach, or your advisor. So this person may be different for a curriculum student, but because you are an early college high school student, you will only work with Mrs. Weisenborn for this assignment. You have received numerous emails from her previously during your time here. So number 2 is asking you to type in her email address. It's important that you know how to get in touch with her at any time you need her concerning a Nash Community College issue. Part 3 is going to ask you to make an appointment with her. In every email she's ever sent, there is a link at the bottom that allows you to make an appointment. Hopefully you've used this before. If not, this time will be your first, and I assure you it's very easy. I've done one and shared with you a picture or a screenshot to show you what you're looking for. Once you make the appointment, you're going to get something very similar to what you see on the screen here, and that is going to be what you take a screenshot of and paste into number 4. That proves to me that you've made an appointment with Mrs. Weisenborn. When you email her or when you make the appointment, you're going to make sure that you address advisor meeting assignment. That way she knows exactly why you're going to meet with her. Number 5 has you review the variety of course formats that we teach at Nash Community College. It is very important that you know the difference in these formats because you're likely going to be registered for all of them during your time as an early college student. 6, 7, 8, and 9 ask you questions about those particular course formats. And then finally, at the very end, it reminds you that once you've completed this worksheet, you need to submit it in Moodle. Now we're going to talk about Part 2. Part 2 focuses on degree requirements. When you click on this link, you will not be forced to make a copy. You're only going to access the document for the directions. Here, you're going to print or download and save 2 documents. The first document will be your degree checklist. The second document will be a bachelor degree pathway, also known as a bachelor degree plan, and we shorten that and call it a BDP. The directions for how to access those 2 documents are on page 2, and you will follow these directions step by step in order to access and print or download and save those 2 documents. These 2 documents are worth 20 points of the 100 points of the advisor meeting assignment. They are required to be submitted in Moodle, as number 4 will explain to you, and you will need to have those readily available for your meeting with Mrs. Weisenborn. Moving on to Part 3. Part 3 is going to require you to type in, so it is going to ask you to make a copy. This part is entitled Future Course Plan. All right, for Part 3, you are actually going to sit down with Mrs. Weisenborn and you are going to have a conversation about the classes that you're going to take moving forward at Nash Community College. This is why you had to complete Part 2, because you need to see what courses you're required to take to earn your degree at Nash Community College, and you also need to see what classes your future university would like for you to take at a community college before transferring to their institution. This portion of the assignment is worth 50 points of the total 100. Mrs. Weisenborn is aware that this assignment is being assigned to you, and she's an expert. She's your advisor. So don't be concerned that she doesn't know what to do. I assure you, when you set up the appointment with her, she's gonna know. Also, she's going to ask you for your student preparation worksheet that you did in Part 1, and she's going to ask you for the documents that you obtained in Part 2. Those things have to be completed before you meet with her. You are going to fill out the top portion of page 2 for the future course plan. This is the only part that you complete on this page. The rest is Mrs. Weisenborn's part. She is going to answer if you provided her with your student preparation worksheet. She is also going to answer if you provided her with your degree checklist and a BDP. If this is marked no, this will remove points. So make sure that you have all of these things done before you meet with her. And then finally, here you'll see there are 6 blocks. So you and Mrs. Weisenborn will discuss what your next 6 semesters as an early college high school student will look like on the college side. Now, of course, you're going to take high school classes as well, but we're not going to list those here. We're only going to list your Nash Community College courses. This is why it's important to make sure that you know what classes your four-year school wants you to take before you get there. That way, when you're working with Mrs. Weisenborn and you see, oh, I need to pick a science, you'll be able to look on that BDP and you'll be able to see which science they want you to take. You only have to worry about the next 6 semesters, and Mrs. Weisenborn will fill those in for you. She will also sign the bottom of the page. She will list the date of the meeting, and she will explain how you guys met. Now, if you meet with her face-to-face, she may write on this document. And if she does, that is totally fine. You can go to the Nash Community College Library and ask one of the librarians for help with scanning that document in. They'll help you scan it in, and they will help you email it to your NCC student email account. You can then take that file and submit it in Moodle. Or, if she completes this electronically and shares it with you via Google Drive or an email, that is fine as well. Don't be concerned about an electronic signature if she types in her name. I assure you, she and I communicate regularly, so I am aware as who has completed the assignment and who has not. Just make sure that you understand it is your responsibility to submit all 3 parts of the assignment. Remember, in session 6 and in session 7, you're just able to view the assignment. Session 8 is the submission links for the assignments. So once you have completed a part, you can go ahead to session 8 and you can submit those immediately. If you have any additional questions about the assignment, make sure that you email me. Please don't be concerned about bothering me or asking too many questions. My job is to help you. So if you have a question or you need to discuss a part of this assignment, just shoot me an email. I'm always an email away. Good luck, and I hope you enjoy planning out your future courses as an early college high school and Nash Community College student.